50-yard play. Guess who? Body up the middle, making another move to the outside. 15, 10, end zone again.
Keeps it. Nice move by Brown. He's got space. He's got 6. 35-yard touchdown for Byron Brown. A record-setting night for the South Florida quarterback.
Down so far, a little bit of a high snap. Genty right up the middle. Genty has room. Ashton Genty, give him 6.
Second and long. Lagar tries to fit it in. Rose, it does. Rose stays up. The show's off his 4-3 wheels. Incredible effort for Rose.
The G5 Hive. All G5, all the time.
Welcome to the G5 Hive Live. We're excited to bring you G5 college football coverage you love each and every week. I'm Luke, and I'm here with my co-host, Justice. That's 4 weeks in a row. I've got the finger pointing right just in time for the end of the season. If you're watching us on YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you're watching us on X, please give us a follow, a like, and a retweet. And if you're listening to us in podcast form, please rate and review. All right. The G5 Hive merchandise store is now live. Link is in the YouTube comments, as well as pinned on our X page in the bottom of the screen here. Let's move over to the 68 Ventures Bowl. Arkansas State Red Wolves versus Bowling Green Falcons in Mobile, Alabama, Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Opt-outs, injuries, portal, news, Arkansas State injury, defensive lineman Nate Marty. He did not play in their final game. He's been beat up throughout the year. I don't know if he will be able to go or not. Opt-outs, portal, any guys that are in the portal, they're not going to play. That's the rule. You're in the portal, you're not playing. So I didn't bother going through to figure out all the people in the portal because then I'd probably just spend a lot of my day doing that.
I don't know that it was anybody major for them. No, I mean, when I went through the players to know, there wasn't anybody like I was like, oh, this guy is not playing because he's in the portal. I don't think there's any. I'm sure there's losses, but I don't know that there's any like what I would consider significant losses in the portal for Arkansas State.
And then from Bowling Green,
Dante Joyner, cornerback. Dante Joyner, or is he? I think he's a defensive back. I don't know if he's a corner or safety, but that one could hurt, I guess.
Bowling Green wise, Terrian Stewart is probably the biggest one in terms of offense. I don't believe he will play because he is committed elsewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't get anything from Bowling Green, but I'm with you. I don't expect any Bowling Green guys in the portal to play.
So, kick it over to you, Justice. What are some Arkansas State Red Wolves that we need to know about?
So Arkansas State has the ball. Quarterback will be Jalen Rayner. He won't have to look over his shoulder for Timmy McClain because Timmy McClain's in the portal, so he will not be playing. Jalen Rayner, dual threat. Didn't really have the kind of year I think people were expecting, especially rushing the ball. But he had a good year. He started the year off pretty rough. He seemed to do okay once he got into conference play. Running backs, it's kind of a committee between Zach Wallace and Jacquez Cross. That doesn't mean like these aren't good running backs, because they are. Either one of these guys could have a huge game. We've seen it happen in the past. They kind of will take a hot hand approach. They got quality receivers too. Wide receiver Corey Rucker, the leading receiver for Arkansas State, definitely the favorite target of Jalen Rayner, and also wide receiver Courtney Jackson. When Bowling Green is on defense, they do lose their top defensive player, linebacker Joseph Sipp Jr. He is in the portal, so he will not be playing. So look for linebacker Brock Horn to have a big game, as well as safety C.J. Brown. Up front, they're led by defensive tackle Anthony Hawkins, one of the best defensive tackles in the G5, and cornerback Jordan Oladokin, who I believe declared for the NFL draft, but I also believe he said that he's going to play in this game. When Bowling Green has the ball on offense, the quarterback's Connor Bazelak, as Luke mentioned earlier, running back Tyrion Stewart's in the portal, already committed elsewhere. Do not expect him to play. I would expect Jason Patterson to kind of get the start at running back for the Falcons. And the focal point, I expect this to be a focal point of their offense, at least until he gets the record, and that's tight end Harold Fannin Jr. He has said he will play in this game. I think, I don't know what, it's 100 and some yards he needs to break the tight end record for a single season. My personal expectation is they're going to do everything in their power to get him those yards. Now, once he gets those yards, I fully expect him to go sit on the bench because I expect that he will likely to be declaring for the NFL draft. But I do expect Harold Fannin Jr. to for Bowling Green to do everything in their power to get him that tight end record.
He might set earlier than anticipated, because I think that was the number that he needed heading into the conference championship game, and he got close. I think he only needs like 17 more yards or 13 more yards, something like that. So it might be like a couple plays and then we're done.
And then we're done. When Arkansas State is on defense, they're led by linebacker Marvin Ham and safeties Justin Parks and Trevion Thomas. As I mentioned, Dante Joyner will not play. He's in the portal. He's already committed elsewhere. He is their top defensive back, so they will miss Dante Joyner. And then if they're looking for pass rush, that's defensive end Brian Whitehead. The current spread on this game kind of surprises me. It's Bowling Green minus 7.5. And if it's me, I'm probably leaning Arkansas State, just because I think the losses are more significant for Bowling Green, especially Tyrion Stewart. I
just think that Bowling Green defense is going to be ready.
Yeah.
I just like that defense more than Jalen Rayner was up and down. That whole offense kind of just was like this roller coaster ride, and quarter to quarter, half to half, week to week was just kind of not consistent. So I think Bowling Green, honestly, they could be like Bowling Green's defense gets an interception return. That might be all they really need in this one. So
I don't outside of Harold Fannin Jr. doing what he needs to do, I don't have a lot of expectations for the Bowling Green offense, especially with Tyrion Stewart. I don't know. I think to me that's a high number. I'm not surprised Bowling Green would win, but for them to win, I don't know that they win by more than a touchdown, which is what the spread is now. It's minus 7.5 for Bowling Green.
Come back and join us next week as we discuss what happened in the G5 bowl games, as well as look forward to the next set of G5 bowl games, as we always bring you up to date on the latest news and happenings in the world of G5 college football. If you're watching us on YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you're watching us on X, please give us a retweet, a like, and a follow. And if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please subscribe and leave those 5-star ratings and review. Thank you all for your support. Until the next time, we are the G5 Hive.